And I'm like, all right, well, we're just going to do this. I'm going to build a palace right in your face, and it'll be ready in 10 seconds. Hey there, folks. This is the Caffeinated Dad coming to you with another match of me playing Oranos. Again, been on the Oranos kick. You guys you're going to see a bunch of it. I love how the Oranos plays, how aggressive it can be, and it's just a lot of fun. So I had this one, and I'm calling this like the doorstep match. Like, I brought the fight right up to Isis's doorstep. Like, we're going to play those games. I'm going to be right there on your front door. We're going to go. We're going to go and do it. So, pretty standard opening if you've watched any of these other videos that I've done with Oranos and just in general, any of these. Second villager that comes out, builds a manor, goes and gets wood. Once we get up to 150, like, watch this, by the way. Bam, 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 bam. Again, don't sleep on the villagers. They have a damage multiplier against towers. They truck towers, which I think is kind of ironic. Well, we're just going around scouting, seeing what we can see if there's anything good, good relics for us to grab. Blanket of Emperor Zoes, it's okay. Scalesy and Kinda, that might be all right. That might be a decent one. But we're at the point where we get the tower, and it's just, or excuse me, we get the temple, and then it's time to move into the heroic age. I end up actually being a little bit greedy here with that delay. And that puts me on par with what he was doing, but that's okay. That's okay. I wanted to get the extra villager out, and that's just gonna have to be what it was. So looking forward, I have a pretty standard 3, 3, and 2. 2 on food, 3 on gold, 3 on wood. I have these guys scout, and man, we're being aggressive as hell. Like, I need to see all the stuff that you're doing. Like, I'm standing in your base. I know you see me. Like, I'm standing right there. There's no way that you don't see me. And he's putting down his temple now as I'm just about to get into Oceanus. And I read that as like, okay, let's go ahead and be aggressive. So I already pre-pull the citizen off, and I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and build this. We have the Caladrea. Also, a little tip with the Caladrea, always make sure to go and scout with it. I mean, there's not a whole lot that it can do right off the gate, but it does have pretty good line of sight, and it can fly. Like, you can't beat that. So he's already going for the upgrade for the watchtowers because he knows that I'm going to be aggressive as shit. I build the 2 double military barracks, and then I already have the sky passage. Now I want to talk about this because my plan is to go right here and to build a sky passage. He's already like walling off this side. Like, look, he's already got all these houses. He's like, I'm not even dealing with it. He's walling off houses over on this side, forcing all the fights to go through the front, where he's probably a little easier time being aggressive. I'm sending this citizen over, right? I have a Murmillo already cooked. He's still not into the classic age yet, right? I said I have this guy come over here, and it's like a 1v1 against a priest. Like, he doesn't really deal that much damage, but I guess he has a hatchet? Or no, that's a staff. Does he get the kill? I don't think he gets the kill. One hit. One hit. No, you're not getting that relic. One more. Ah. Sphinx came in to save the day. One more hit. I built this here, and I was like, haha, I'm being so sneaky. Look at this. Look at this dumb shit. Like, he already had 2 obelisks right here. There's some times where I think, I don't do a good job scouting. I really don't. Anyway, dumb move on my end, but at that point, I already have a Murmillo. I already have, 2 Murmillos, excuse me. I have the Hero Oracle right here, and I have the Caladrea. And I was like, you know what? We're gonna have to probably be a little bit more aggressive with this. He's already going with crenellations, which I think is kind of funny. I think that's a bit aggressive, crenellations. Mainly because I guess maybe he was anticipating a Terma play. I don't know. I don't know what his thought was here. I was like, I gotta make sure that he doesn't see what I have. He doesn't see what I have going on, and he's already got like 2 obelisks right there, and another one right there. I go for the husbandry upgrade just because I'm already at what do you call it? Already at like 17 goats. Go in here and take out this obelisk just because I don't like him peeking, because I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want him to see what I have. So he comes over with his Sphinx. I'm already training heroes. But again, even though that this is a cryo Sphinx, like, it's only so good. It's only okay. It's not fantastic, but it's all right. Frontline Heroics goes through. He starts training a mess of Axemen. A mess of Axemen. 4 and 2, and they're okay. They're I mean, like, they 20 damage modifier, but the problem is that they're not that durable. Egyptian units really aren't that durable to start out. So I go ahead and start building a settlement. He sends this Cryo Sphinx over, and again, I'm standing right here. I have the Oracle. I react to it immediately. I send my other Oracle over here just to see, scout what we can see. But he's pulling all the people. The only problem with this is, and I'll say, is that priests deal like next to nothing. Like no damage whatsoever to any of these units. Like even going against these guys, like, it's really not that strong. So I finally actually see this obelisk here, and I'm like, damn it! Counter barracks going up. He's going for the 3rd upgrade for the Sphinx. And right now we're just dancing. Right now we're just dancing back and forth, showing who's who, who's what. He goes for all of his upgrades, and we kind of stalemate right here, but look at all the upgrades and everything that he's buying at the same time. Nah. So I get the Oracle, we get the counter barracks, and now I also have the town center up. Now, a very aggressive town center. I built a wall, kind of protect against that side, just in case there's any kind of cheeky attacks, anything that's going to pop off and come over and try to be a pain to me. Basically is what I'm worried about. He's got a total of 12 Axemen, by the way. And again, Axemen are just very, very strong against any kind of infantry, which they'll just chop right through the. I mean, it's like 20 damage per strike. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I realize this, and I'm already going into a cherry ballista. And I send them through the sky passage just so that they pop out over here onto the other side. I see this attack coming in. But again, this is also the benefit of going Oceanus and going Oranos. Oceanus and Oranos have such a strong, we'll say, play when it comes to the Carnivora and then the Shockwave. So we're able to get into this initial fight, and we're ripping through this section. But here comes this other section, and that's where I'm gonna be worried. He stops his priests and forces his priests to go ahead and heal. I drop the Carnivora here because I want this Carnivora to go ahead and deal as much damage as it possibly can. I use a Shockwave to kind of pull everything off. But right here, like, we're able to stop this whole full attack, and I'm able to get this priest. I get the one priest. I try to get the Pharaoh. Deal some damage to the Pharaoh, but unfortunately, again, that's the only problem with Murmillos, is that they're just very weak against any kind of, I mean, 5% reduction for pierce armor is abysmal. So he goes into, he doesn't really have a whole lot of food, but he does have a mess of wood and gold. Honestly, even at this point, I would be training slingers. Like, that's something that he could have done differently. I would have been training slingers and calling it there. He sends his Hyrox Sphinx around to see what I have going on. And I immediately see this and immediately go into the Watchtower upgrade. And I'm like, all right, well, we're going to have to play this kind of defensively. We're going to wait. We're going to have to wait a little bit. So I'm still having the Caladrea. I have 2 Caladreas over here to heal. And he no longer has visibility over on what I'm doing right here, which is beautiful. He's got these Sphinxes chilling out over here. He was trying to do something cheeky, but I already have 3 or 4 hero units right here prepared. They're just going to melt those guys. Just melt right through them. I also picked this up here, knowing that he's going down off over here to do some work. But again, now he's finally getting into it. Now he's finally getting the Slinger upgrade, which again, I don't really blame you. I had to reorganize so I can actually get my units. Again, the Carnivora is just really good as far as just like a defensive early game use. I go for the market because I'm like, I got to get into the heroic age ASAP because I'm not going to be able to break through that immediately, and I need cavalry. I go ahead and build a wall, fight off any kind of attacks over in that direction. He sends his Hyro Sphinx over here, and immediately we're on it. Kind of immediately. Where the hell is the rest of my units? Oh, here they are. That's the group of my units. Just have this lone... Oh, they're all stuck in here. Damn it, Cap Dad. But that's fine. Because these two Caladreas are going to be able to heal this up. I just make the Sky Passage right there. These guys go off over here and get a couple of kills on some villagers. But again, these villagers are pretty strong. Like, we kill a couple, but I think we only end up killing like 2 or 3, maybe. I send off this Cherry Ballista over, and he's just able to pick these guys up. I lose a Murmillo. Bam. But we're moving into Helios, and now we have the next upgrade, or excuse me, the next Sky Passage already up. I'm seeing this, and he lets us sit for so long. 8 minutes, or 8 villagers, excuse me. So I have multiple military barracks going up because, again, I'm looking at that upgrade. I'm looking for that really strong attack that I'm talking about. That's what we're going to need. And again, this is a large fighting force, right? This should be very scary. Letting the Carnivora do its thing. It pulls in units. Then we hit them with the Chaos. Soon as you hit him with the Chaos, it makes it a lot, and he has to pull back. Lets me finish up this tower. And I'm like, all right, well, we're just going to do this. I'm going to build a palace right in your face, and it'll be ready in 10 seconds. You can't do enough damage to it before that palace goes up. He finally gets into the heroic age. And now here comes a palace. And it's up. And now we're good to go. And here on the back line, I've also gotten all these Cantariuses. Because I know that he's off over here and in that direction. And I was like, all right, we gotta be a little bit more aggressive over there. We gotta get into it. So it kind of levels out for a minute. I start to get some destroyers. I get some hero Cantaris, which are only slightly better. Only slightly better. They have the military, or against the against the military. Sending these guys in, and I'm like, all right, because this is going to be up in 15 seconds. I have a group of 5 heavy Cantarists, and then I have this group over here, and I'm like, all right, you know, we got to attack. I have to keep him from dealing or doing as much as he can when it comes to all of these units. Like, I have to stop his gold mine. He pulls his guys off. I don't know what his plan here was, but like, he didn't garrison like hardly any of them, but there's also too many. So I'm able to basically just run this down. All the while he's sending over a group of medium slingers. These guys, he needs spearmen. The spearmen aren't going to be able to those slingers really aren't going to be able to do too much. So the Cantars are able to do what they need to. I'm able to run them back. But I also have my larger force over here. And I'm getting all of the upgrades because it's now like, what? We're pretty decently far into the heroic age. And it's like I don't have anything. Oh, geez. Act like you've been there, Captain. I start recruiting some Arcus. Again, I'm looking at the Arcus play. Arcus and Cantaris, and then you have the front line. It's a good play. It's a good play, I'll tell you what. I see that he's building up fortifications here. I send this Cantaris over here to deal with this obelisk. So now he has no sight of what I'm doing outside of here. I send in my guys to attack, mainly because I'm like, let me be aggressive. I have this group back here that's forming. I have the a couple of Arcus, and they're able to just chip right through. I think I lose that Arcus, yeah. But I have the destroyers. I have 6 destroyers. Look at how much damage these destroyers can take. These guys can just take such a beating. I love it. Oh my goodness, these guys are just Absolute badasses. I moved these guys back. I have my group over here. I finally get the axe upgrade, by the way. Finally. Only took me forever. I have these destroyers, and I'm like, you know what? Like it's gonna take me no time to go through here. I wonder if I can population starve him. Like, make it so that he has to stop what he's doing. He can't recruit any more units until he's ready to go. But even looking at it, it's not like he doesn't have a whole lot going on. Like, he has this gold mine right here, but he's lost. Oh, that's what it was. He started losing his gold. That's the play. But you look at how much gold I have. Like, I've capitalized gold to a T. So I move in. I have all this group right here. I have this group back here, and I'm like, all right, like we're going into our big ball attack. I get another settlement up off over here. I have these guys here. I still have this large group of Kantaris, 10 Kantaris, that I'm gonna go over here and ruin this gold mine. Like, there's really not much that he can do in spawning time. And that's the only thing I will say about Egyptians, is that you have to be so critically careful about everything that you're going to do with your gold mines. You need to have a significant amount of gold mines ready to go. While we're attacking here, bringing over this large group, 10 Kantars come over here to coming over to attack. I get destroyers popping out. We're progressing forward. We're moving forward. Things are looking pretty solid. Here comes some more slingers. They're only getting 8 gold off of that. That's unfortunate. But here comes this group of Kantaris. Does he see them coming? Yeah, he does. He sees them coming. He saw them coming immediately. Yeah, like he saw them coming and he was like, yeah, I can't do anything against that. Even with all these slingers and all that. And there were certain times where he was in the right. He had a good play, but again, like the aggression needed to be there. He needed to focus less on economy and more on actually pumping out units and stopping this from moving forward. Because even look, once I landed that chaos, that's about where we were even. He never caught up after that. Never caught up. GG, fun game, easy win.